Hey everyone, welcome to my channel.
Can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus on me? Hands in the stove, how the faucet's running and I keep looking at you.
Yeah.
Name one bitch that wish bad on me, life is going good. My bitch is bad, I come with foreigns.
It's some mega goods.
Hey, welcome back, you guys. Welcome back to the Pretty Candid Podcast. I am your host, per usual, Marissa H. here, recording at DAWA HQ. Thank y'all so much for letting me record today. So as y'all know, I like to highlight all of the artists, entrepreneurs, creatives here in Austin, Texas. So today, you guys... And I know I always tell y'all it's going to be a special episode, but it is, right? Let me get in my intro bag real quick. So today on the Pretty Candid Podcast, we are joined by an artist, a curator, and community builder behind Something to Say, a music showcase giving emerging artists space to perform, connect, and grow. Just in time for our conversation, his highly anticipated new album, BTS, drops 3/12, and he is here to give us an exclusive look at his creative process. Today, we're going to dive deep into his journey as an artist, cultural organizer, and exploring how he builds community, supports his fellow creatives, and evolves with the music scene. Y'all, welcome to the Pretty Candid Podcast. My boy, Boooka.
It is I, Boooka. 3 O's. 3 O's.
Don't forget
for
the
future reference, for all reference, 3 O's.
3 O's. What's going on? How are you?
What's popping? I'm blessed, man. I'm beyond just everything that's going on. You know, I'm thankful.
Aw,
And I'm
I
happy
love to hear
happy to be here. I was watching this show a few times. Like, man, how do I
Really?
How lit do I gotta be to get on this show? You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get my litness up.
Yeah, you here now. No, it's funny you say that because you thinking that whole time like you been on my radar already, right?
Oh.
So when I came to the last event, I think Jay Soulja was doing for his album.
Yeah.
And I saw you there, and so like I think I actually still got a video on my phone of you like getting with the audience, and I remember being like, I love this. Like it feel very like, you know.
There's a home
So,
like a home vibe.
Yeah, and I love that. I think especially in the music scene here in the city, because there's so many people, it's so much going on. So to see somebody that's actually taking a lot of initiative and I want to say maybe passion into their work, and it could like kind of spread out, and I can see how everybody's emerging because of you. I like that.
Thank
You
you.
was definitely on my radar.
Thank you.
So, you guys, I know y'all are like, oh, where's the Candid cocktail? But today I thought we should put a spin on things because let's worry about our health a little bit. Summer's almost here. We're going to do a mocktail. So today, you guys, we have the Real BTS inspired by my guest's new album. So in here, I actually put Topo Chico Lime. I put a little bit of the Calypso Peach Lemonade, I believe. And I put a little bit of, I want to say like just a little simple syrup. And I garnished it with raw honey, y'all. Raw honey glazed raspberries. So we're going to take a sip.
You be doing your drink stuff, man.
It's refreshing, I feel like. It's a nice little, it's about to get hot, you know. You don't
Oh, no,
need
that's
all that.
fire.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, that's fire.
Y'all see. I'm gonna put the recipe in the bio so y'all can get with that. So now that we got acquainted and got settled, let's get into the topics. So this is okay. So how do I say this? For people who maybe are just discovering Boooka, right?
Mm.
What would you say about you as a person? So not so much the curator or the artist. Like, who are you? Who is Boooka? What would you say?
Well, Boooka, the good thing about it is Boooka is actually not a stage name either. Boooka was a name that my mom gave to me since birth.
Oh.
And so initially my music name was like Hero. And I was kind of like, man, I don't want to run around with just like a persona or just some sort of like stage name. So stuck with Boooka. And Boooka, I mean, really just, I guess as far as what I would describe myself as, I think you hit the points already a lot. Like, you know, I'm innovative,
Very.
You know, community driven, passionate.
Mm-hmm.
But I do lots. I do lots. I'm into lots of things, you know.
Yeah, we finna get into that actually. So this is what I want to know. So how did music become something that you started to take serious? Like, kind of walk us through that beginning process.
Yeah, Man, I was in the back of my daddy car listening to Lil Wayne hustle music.
Hey,
That was it. Like that was it.
You heard that?
I heard that. That was it. So I had already been writing poetry because back in the day, man, you had to write the poetry to get the girls. So I was already writing the poetry, and then once I discovered like I was already listening to music and rap and hip hop and all that, but I heard Lil Wayne's hustling music, and I was just like, I want to do that. Like the way that song made me feel, that's what I want to do with my words. And then I just started writing raps every day. I was recording off of this program called Audacity. It was this free program on my laptop. I had a mic in the closet with a sock over the mic.
Early beginnings.
Yeah. I was just recording music, writing music every day.
Damn. So how old would you say you were around that time?
Like 11.
Oh, damn.
Like 11 or 12, if I remember correctly. So
Okay. Shout out to Wayne.
Shout out to, man.
We got Boooka.
Man, I wish people could experience that Lil Wayne era, man. Like,
funny story. I just was having this conversation. Like, a lot of people don't understand, like, that mixtape era, a lot of it is due to him and DJ Drama. And honestly, I don't think I was worried about no other mixtape before that.
No.
Before that.
I was running around with an MP3 with like 200 Lil Wayne songs. And I had some Tupac songs. It was Tupac and a lot of Lil Wayne. That was it. That's all I was listening to around that age. But it is crazy because, like people don't, mixtapes are like that.
Now it's like, oh, what's a mixtape? I literally think nobody knows.
Yeah, I'm hearing that now. What's a mixtape?
It's not. So going into our next topic, right? So you're not even we're going to get into the artistry, but like, let's get into the curator part of you, right? Mm-hmm. How did we get something to say? Like, what made you go into being like, yeah, I'm an artist, but I'm going to lean kind of into this curator and kind of like help my fellow artists? How did we get that? Like, where did that idea stem from?
Being an artist myself, I think, man, I'm going to just keep it real. I think a lot of times when you're doing shows out here with other platforms, artists aren't being courted the way that they should be courted. Artists are paying $500 to get on stage for 2 minutes. Artists are getting. Can I cuss on her?
Oh yeah, for sure.
They're getting bullshit ass flyers. They're only getting to perform in front of 10 fucking people. It's a shitty scene. Hip hop in the local spectrum is like there's not a lot of good customer service. It's a easy money grab for people. It's a lot of predatory behavior. And I'm not saying that was my experience at lots of places, but I'm able to kind of look and see and have discernment to see like what is worth my time and what it's not. So when I created something to say, I wanted to create a community where people could go to other places to, show their music and network, and it just be a mixer. But I wanted to also add an element where I could court artists in a way that I would want to be courted, right? So that's like, I want people to, one, have a decent looking flyer.
Yeah.
and also make the event about that artist and pay the artist. So I just wanted to just do that with something to say.
I think the one thing that I noticed, right, because I tell everybody this, I stalk a lot of my guests before they get up on here. And so funny story was, I never made the connection right away, right? So I'm thinking like, oh, Boooka, and then like something to say, right?
Yeah.
So when I came to the show and I seen you, and I remember like some of the stuff that you were saying, and it's crazy because some of the same stuff you're saying now was what you were saying on the stage. Like you were talking to the audience like, hey, these artists work hard, and it take a lot to get out here and all of these things. And I think it's something to be said when somebody can pay attention to not just their artistry and what they have going on, just solely them, but to also kind of put that passion and care into others around you. And literally, God bless, because that takes a lot of courage to do. Because, it's so many artists, different genres, different personalities, whatever the case may be. And you the curator of this. Like,
and to be truthful, too, I didn't really know what the fuck I was signing up for when I started doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here now, and I'm like, I'm just still driving it forward, and I'm having a great time doing it, because I also look at it like I'm learning more that, like, as a rapper, I kind of always just thought, my way into success in the music space is just going to be me just rapping so good that people are going to pay me thousands of dollars to rap.
Right.
And that hasn't been the case. And so this is me kind of, being able to use my skills and gain other skills to still put me in a realm of like being involved with music. So I've been enjoying it, but I think the biggest part is also like there's things that I wasn't expecting as an event curator because this is my first time like being that. But I've really been loving like learning on the fly, and also like gaining the characteristics you need to have to be an event curator.
Yeah, I definitely say your leadership is very strong because I've been seeing everything for a while now, and I hadn't got to make it out to one, but when I finally did, I was like, I like this. Like it's giving homie music feel like we gonna have a good time. So I just wanted to give you your tens on that real quick. That's great actually. Going into our next topic. So okay, well. It kind of still is piggybacking. So did you feel like another thing too was like, I don't see nothing like what what I have an idea in my mind for. I don't see that out here. So that's another reason I wanted to do it. Or is it more so like, I just want to do it strictly for the artist, but I also want to be, I guess, what am I trying to say? So.
I feel like I know, like was it for me at all? Like, yeah. I think when I was creating something to say too, it was a lot of like I felt like maybe there wasn't a stage that I could showcase myself in the way I felt like I should be showcased. In the sense of like a lot of the music that I make, I noticed that maybe more stages out here are for like turn up and shit like that. And so I wanted to make something to say, and it could be like, you know, for people who have, you know, more jazzy, softer, I hate to say conscious, but like conscious rapper style of music, and something to say. Maybe that could be the space. But what I really learned was that the space is whatever the fuck I make it. You know what I'm saying? So
literally.
And that's all, and it's awesome because that's from me just watching the something to say artists come on the stage and they're doing the weirdest shit I've seen. It's like, yo, the crowd is going nuts. And so it makes me learn like, nigga, you just need to be a better performer.
Yeah. Get out your head, just be a better performer. That's it. What do you think makes an artist stand out, right? Because you've seen so many artists, I'm sure. So what do you think makes an artist stand out just outside of just maybe like the music they write or what they perform? Like what's like a characteristic or something you would say?
I think what makes an artist stand out, what catches my eye may just be like if I look at you and I see effort. I think I notice effort more than anything. And so that's kind of like me, I like to post myself as if I am a blog. Versus like, you know, being on like Say Cheese, you know, all that type of stuff, and waiting for people to give you these like opportunities or what's the word I'm looking for, visibility or whatever the case may be. So when I go to somebody's, I guess this is online, if I go to your page and you just look like you're maneuvering, like there's a label behind you and it's just you, I notice that instantly. But nothing beats good music. I'm a lover of music. So I feel like if you have fire music, like you stand out already. I'm gonna add you to my playlist. I'm gonna wanna look at your discography.
I love that. I think because that was one of the things that I noticed too when I was at the event. I was like, oh, it's a little bit of something for everybody. If I remember correctly, it was Jay Soulja, but it was Brittany Bella. There were like 3 other people I hadn't. I'm so sorry I'm forgetting y'all name, but I remember being like, okay, this is a different sound, but I like it.
Yeah,
you know?
we've been making people South by Southwest artists too. So like there's some really like good deserving acts that came on the stage and just fire. And it was like 3 different vibes, but all South by Southwest.
It blended. Like I had a great time actually. Can't wait for the next one. Can't wait. So do you feel like being a curator, right? Does it ever, would you say, change how you view yourself as an artist, or just the pressure maybe on yourself as an artist? Does that ever like change for you now that you're doing this?
Man, it has a little bit, only because like, again, this is like things that I wasn't expecting when I became an event curator, but I'm in a sense a tastemaker of sort.
Yeah.
So I have to really tell somebody, hey, your music isn't that good for us to showcase, because we want to make sure something to say is standing behind like some like fire music.
Yeah.
And so. And I'm so like, just, I have lots of friends. I'm very friendly, and comes with that is like, you know, people being like, can you do A, B, and C? And it's like, I can't because
Cannot
it's
actually.
just it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
But also like, with being a curator, I'm understanding what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
And so that makes me be able to come back to myself as an artist and go, okay, this is what I need to do
Yeah.
to get to there. Like I'm connecting the dots,
Yeah.
instead of being like the hungry, angry artist on the other end who's like, man, nobody's fucking with me.
Yeah.
I'm realizing why they're not fucking with
Maybe
me.
this is
and I'm making the
why.
changes. Yes.
Self-reflection does matter. I think that's for anything that you do, but especially in the music industry. I'm not in it, but I've seen how it can get, so I think that definitely is important. So I like that that's how you go about it.
Yeah.
So let's kind of get right into the album,
Okay.
right?
Let's do it.
So the album is called BTS. So I want to know, what does that mean to you personally? Because I take it like there's a deeper meaning for BTS, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So BTS. So all my albums have been like acronyms. NVM, Nevermind, BRB, Be Right Back, and very softly, it just kind of just means behind the scenes, of course. And to me, what that represents is just like all of the things that I like to think that people are very like mosaic, and we're just a compilation of things. And so it's like all these things that go on behind the scenes that allow me to write these songs. These are very like real, personal, authentic music. And you wouldn't know, what is going on until I made it into a song. And also like you never know what anybody is going through,
True.
behind the scenes. And so, a lot of us are coming outside and dealing with some of the craziest shit that you would never imagine. So I think it's really just about that. Like that this person is maneuvering in a way because of what's going on that you might not know about, that you don't know about.
I like that. Because when I heard it, I was like, It got me curious, number one, right? But also, like you said, I think there's something to be said for people who are artists, and y'all do go through so much. Like we mentioned, hey, shitty deals, things like that, stuff happening. And so I think it's important. I always like to ask that question about the album because you never really know what somebody's going on. So like I've been following you for a while, so like I see the things that you do, events you throw, things like that. So I like that was your mindset. Like y'all might not know what's going on behind the scenes, but I'm gonna make you feel it through this album, right? And I'm guessing that's kind of the take you had on it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm happy about that. I'm excited to listen.
Yeah.
Okay. So for our next topic, what version of yourself would you say created this album compared to maybe a version of you that people met before?
Oh, this is a sober me. That's one.
Yay.
And I talk about that a little bit too. But this is a sober me making this album, which has been like just a tremendous thing. And I also think this is a what's the word I want to look for? I got my shit together. I would just say that I'm creating from a totally different space. I'm not creating from a space of like just like survival. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm chilling. So when I make these songs, like I make them comfortably in my room, in my space, record it. I don't feel the need to like me. I'm not looking for music to save my life or change my life at all. I feel like I'm literally just making what the fuck I want because I can.
It seems like you really
I'm
enjoy
appreciative
it.
of whatever comes with it.
Yeah. No, it seems like you thoroughly enjoy it. I've been wanting to kind of get into that. So I know you said this is like, hey, my first, album I'm dropping where I'm like completely sober. So what has that journey kind of been like, especially while still doing everything that you're doing too?
Well, I'm at the point in my journey now where this is just normal. At first it's very like strange learning who you are without substances. So that's like the hardest part of like, me years ago, if I had an interview with you, I'd be like, I gotta loosen up, so I would drink. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like I don't want to be awkward, so I'm a drink. But now it's like I learned how to embrace awkward moments, and so it's like awkward moments don't need to have something to make them unawkward. It could just be what it is.
Yeah, you don't need a filler.
Yeah, I don't need a filler. So that was a thing. So I'm at the part of the journey now where it's just like, this is what it is. It's very, very normal, very free, very just, I love it.
Do you feel like you have less pressure and more like creative freedom now that you are sober and you're making the music?
Not creative freedoms, but I do feel like the music is better. Like the music is definitely night and day.
It makes sense now, probably. Right? Yeah. And I mean that more so like from because sometimes I think when I think people have their vices, right, and they make music, sometimes that kind of bleeds onto the music. So like you said, it might not be the best.
Yeah, I be hearing people say, they get turned up and they make better music. You know what I'm saying? It's different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, because you could be turned up listening to it, and that's why it sounds better. Perception
Whatever
is
works
everything.
for you works for you.
For you at home, okay? All right, so let me ask you this. Is there a specific track on BTS that you feel is like the most vulnerable or most honest? And if so, why?
I have like a special relationship with this song called Honey Dip. It's track 2 on the album. So Honey Dip is essentially, Honey Dip is like a dunk. You put your whole arm in the rim and you just hanging on the rim. So in the hook, I say, I seen my honey dip while I was hanging from the rim. The story behind that is just like, when you're an artist, right, and you're in relationships, I'm trying to, I shouldn't say we, but I am going to say we. I'm going to speak for all the artists, 'cause I feel like every artist feels this. We expect for like our partner to like stay down and trust that like this music is gonna pop. Like this is gonna pop, and once it pops, I'm gonna take care of you. So just relax. but it's like, when does it come? And we expect like a loyalty without any sort of like receipts that show, hey, I should believe in this thing with you. Especially if you're not making fire music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of us are like, we're works in progress, so we're trying to get better. And we know eventually we're gonna get good enough to the point where, now we could eat off of this music shit. So Honey Dip was just like writing about that feeling of wanting your partner to stay with you during this time. And then the twist on it is just like, I finally made it. And like the person, like the person that you thought you were gonna have when you got to this moment is not there. So that's what Honey Dip is.
I can't wait to hear that, because I'm not gonna lie, I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. Just not even just as an artist, but like just entrepreneur wise, period. Because I think a lot of people do have that idea, like, you just wait right there, I got us, and then it might still have you, but they might not be there in return. And so it's kind of hard to still follow that dream, especially, I think it's something to be said too, to have somebody in your corner. I feel like this, especially if you're an artist, I don't think that you should expect everybody to wait or to understand the hunger and drive you have for it. But I think it is something to be said in anything that you do.
Yeah.
To have somebody in your corner that's like, I understand why you're doing this. I understand your love for it. And because I love or care or whatever the case is for you, I'm with you. Like, I'm riding, So, I'm excited. I'm excited for this. Okay. So, y'all don't forget track number 2.
Tap in.
So with the album release event happening literally tomorrow, you guys, right? What is something you want people to feel when they get to experience the project, right?
I think, what do I want people? That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
I think I want people to feel very much at home, for sure. Like, I know, like you were saying at the Something to Say's, like it looks like I'm inviting people like into the crib.
Yes.
I think I want people to leave with an energy of like, they can do it too. I think that's the easiest thing to say. I talk to like a lot of my friends who aren't curators of any sort, and when they ask about like the album party, it's like, oh my God, like how did you do that? And it's like, it actually wasn't hard. Like I called a venue, I put out a link, I made some flyers, and people showed up. You know what I'm saying? And so I think I just want people to just marvel at, like, look at us coming together to celebrate me, but I want to celebrate you too.
Oh, I love that. It's funny you said that. So I've been kind of debating in my head if I wanted to do like a pod anniversary. My pod anniversary coming up, it'll be like year 2. And I was like, I want to throw an event, but I haven't really thrown an event. I don't really want to do it. So like between seeing like Lynn and then now seeing you, I was like, you know what? Because I like the flyer. The flyer is very.
Oh, I've been getting in my flyer.
You been in your
Like,
flyer
I've
bag.
been like, man, I've been
said, 'cause
messing with
I
it.
look. I said, oh, so he did a photo shoot or something. Then he did the flyer.
Yeah. So my lady, she has been making all the flyers for something. Like when I first started, she was making all the flyers for something to say. She is so busy now to the point where like if I ask her for help on a flyer, like she's gonna hurt me.
I don't have time.
So I was like, you know what? Let me just see what I can whip up. But I've been learning like from her though too. So she'll come over and like thinking like the Young Thug and Lil Durk meme when Young Thug on the computer. Like she been doing that here and there, but like yeah, I've been like getting so much better at just editing stuff.
I loved it. She probably like, move that over.
Yeah. Like
she
she don't got time, but when she see me doing it, she like, nah, you can't put that.
Yeah.
Let me fix this.
Let me fix it. Hold on. Stand right there.
Yeah.
No, yeah, the flyer, because I was like, ooh, I like
And
this.
shout out Jazz Chipman. She made that flyer though. Not the flyer. She did the photo shoot.
Ooh.
Yeah, she did the photo shoot. I usually always work with her on all of the photographies that I do on all the albums. I think she did like this would be the third one, so the last 3 she's done them.
So let me ask you this, because I know you have like a whole, what do they call that? What is that? Like the whole album. There's like, I'm assuming.
Like a physical CD?
The physical CD, but there's like a whole booklet. So are the
Yeah.
pictures from that flyer, are those pictures that are in the booklet as well? Okay.
Yep. So there's pictures from the shoot I did with Jazz. Also, my homeboy Tony, there's pictures of that in the booklet.
Okay.
There's like notes. There's notes on each song that's kind of goes over like my thought process, whether it be before, during, or after the song was made. And lyric sheets. So you'll be able to see the lyrics on all of the songs as well. So I wanted to get into just doing physical CDs, but I wanted to give people more than just, oh, you bought the album. You know what I'm saying? So
real artistry, y'all. Real artistry.
Yeah.
Cause okay, let's talk about this. I remember being a little girl and like my mama. Okay, my daddy was very much like West Side Connection, right? But my mom was like very much in her Luther Vandross bag. So I remember always going through the CDs and having a booklet and looking all in the stuff. And so that's not a thing. It hasn't been for a while, like that people get to actually buy CDs, get to see the notes. Cause I do vividly remember some R&B artists, like maybe like mid 90s, maybe late 90s, they were doing that still. And so I think it's something to be said for that, because it just it goes back again to how much you care and pour in to your artistry.
Yeah.
And this is not like no diss or nothing. Y'all know I don't do that, but I pay attention to. I'm very detail oriented, and I pay attention to things like that.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, when I seen the flyer, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be on the booklet because this looks like the photo shoot. Okay, I like
the consistency of the flyer look like the album cover. Yeah.
Yeah, it's in sync. Good job. Keep doing it.
Yeah.
Keep it up. So let me ask you this. We're almost getting to the end, but I want to ask you, for someone that is like watching this, listening to this, right, that may be struggling with finding themselves as an artist, or maybe even somebody that's like struggling with their sobriety, right? What's something that you could tell them that you wish maybe somebody would have told you earlier on?
What is something I would tell myself for somebody? What was it one more time? Say one more time.
Yeah. So for somebody who is maybe either they're like kind of getting into their artistry, they're just starting out, or maybe they're struggling with that, or it could be somebody that might be struggling with sobriety, right? What's something that like you would tell them to keep them motivated, or something like that maybe you wish somebody would have said to you?
I think for the part of the sobriety, I think is just like understanding that you'll have to introduce yourself to different versions of yourself. You know what I'm saying, when you're on your sobriety journey. So I would say like those moments where you just feel uncomfortable, that's like you, like that's that other version of you that you don't know who that is. You just gotta sit with that, because that's the person that you're trying to become comfortable with. So I think when you're in sobriety, like that's like the biggest thing. Just prep yourself for that other version of you that you want to become.
Yeah.
I think for somebody like just starting off music and they want to like find themselves like musically, I think the best thing would just be like fail fast. Tyler, the Creator, said something very interesting. If I'm saying it correct, it was like, what was it? It was like create like a kid and edit like a scientist. And that's what I feel like I'm doing. I feel like, you know, I record at home, so I might record 20 songs, but only 2 of those songs might end up being like worth anything. You know what I'm saying, to me. And then even when I'm editing them and doing the mixing, like I'm going in and with my engineer, we're going in and we're just trying a bunch of stuff. So and I would say that might be step 1 or step 2. Another part of it is also like you just really can't care with what everybody else might say.
Yeah.
Once you drop something, you gotta be okay with being a beginner. You had to be okay with being trash. Like, you know, people don't want to be trash, so it's like I get it, but like if you don't allow yourself like to just be trash for a little bit, you know, you're never gonna be good.
I like that. I think you do have to give yourself some type of cushion to be like, hey, you know, we still starting out, we getting out there.
Yeah.
So no, I think that's great advice. I love that. To close out, right? After people hear BTS, right? What do you hope that they understand about you that they maybe didn't understand before?
I think I want people, this is gonna sound crazy, but
It might not. Let me hear it.
It's gonna be so simple because I don't have anything deep. I don't
Okay.
have nothing deep for this. I want people to just understand that I rap better than a lot of niggas. That's it. Like, I don't know what these niggas doing in these studios, and I feel like they copying niggas' styles, and they doing what they think sounds good because that's what's dropping. But like, I really do this. Like, I really do this. That's it. I really make good music.
Good music and a curator of
Yeah.
events. So that's 2 for 2. Y'all got to come with something better, basically, is what we saying. But no, I want to say I am so happy for you. You have been on a run. Like I said, I've been watching you for some months now, and I don't even know all the stuff before that. But I really want to give you your flowers and say, keep doing your shit and keep putting your foot on their neck. And I can't wait to see you like 3-5 years from now. And be like, you remember when I had you?
You too. I can't wait I'm gonna be there at that the anniversary.
Yeah, we're gonna be
You do
what?
that anniversary event for sure.
No, I'm excited for BTS. Cannot wait for the event tomorrow.
Yes.
Good luck. Keep doing your shit. Let them know. I'm gonna make sure I drop the links in the bio, but let them know where to find BTS, where to find you, where to find something to say, all of that. Go ahead and drop
What
that.
camera? What got? Like, look at a camera.
You're gonna
Does it
look
matter?
right here.
Okay. You can find first of all, you can find me Majin Boooka on Instagram. That's Majin for all the Dragon Ball Z fans. Boooka, B3OsKA. BTS is exclusively on Bandcamp right now for $7. You can pay more. Don't miss out. You can always pay more. We've had people pay more, so pay more if you're feeling so generous.
Yes. Oh, and something to say also. Drop that.
Oh yeah. Something to say. So something to say for people who don't know is a hip hop. Well, something to say. I wouldn't say it's just hip hop. It was just hip hop when I first started, but something to say is just an open mic space, and it's a music platform. So if you're an artist looking to get on the stage and you want to come to a show that you know is going to have lots of people there that you can perform for you to be able to network. And for you to be able to advance your career development, artist development, something to say is the space for you. Because you can walk off the stage, a South by artist, or not even just South by, you can walk off the stage performing for a next major event that we might have going on for sure.
Yes.
So pull up.
Definitely pull up, y'all. Go follow him. Get into BTS. I want to thank y'all definitely for tuning in today. You didn't got to the end. Go ahead, hit that bell, subscribe, and tap in with us next time. We'll see y'all next time.
Keep me away from
Hey.
Focus.